On Apple Valley News Now, we are learning more tonight about what led up to a union no confidence vote for the Prosser Chief of Police. And the skies over the Tri-Cities have opened up, but get ready for something else after the rain. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast. And a large part of a Boeing 737 MAX 9 plane fell off mid-flight, what that could mean for your next trip.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. A suspect has now been arrested in an early morning drive-by shooting that happened in Prosser. Now, according to the Mabton Police Department, authorities started searching for a shooter and received information that the suspect was up in the Sunnyside area. Sunnyside Police Department and Yakima County Sheriff's Office then joined the search. They deployed a drone on the north side of the city. Authorities say the suspect left in a vehicle at a high rate of speed, and after a short chase, that suspect was arrested and taken to the Yakima County Jail. Now, on Friday, we told you about a vote of no confidence taken against Prosser Police Chief Jay King. That vote was taken by union police officers on December 14th in response to claims of poor leadership. According to Teamsters Local Union number 839, several members of the Prosser Police Department had come forward with their concerns about the police chief. The claims were made about the creation of a toxic work environment, unlawful and sexist actions, and disregard for safety and officer policy.
Once officers were noticing that he was violating policy and in some instances not even wearing a vest or assisting with stops and wasn't even carrying a magazine in his firearm, that was a very severe concern, and that's what was a tipping point for us.
Now, the union has expressed a desire to see Chief King terminated from his position. Coming up tonight at 6, you'll hear from some of the officers bringing claims against King and how they feel about the workplace culture being created within the Prosser Police Department. Washington's mountains are getting a big blast of wintry weather. Let's take a look at the radar right now. We're seeing all of that blue there over the Blue Mountains. That is snow. The green over the Tri-Cities Walla Walla area is rain, but you can see it. This is just on its way through, and we've got more coming. Stacey Lee has a look at your first alert forecast.
And good Monday evening. Get ready for a weather roller coaster. We have scattered showers in the area tonight, strong gusty winds picking up through the region, blizzard conditions for the Cascades and Blues, and then our temperatures are going to plummet as we head towards the weekend. Here's our high wind advisory. The entire region is expecting 30 to 40 mile sustained winds with gusts 50 to 60, maybe even higher than that in some areas. Add to that a bunch of snow headed our way, and we've got blizzard conditions across the Cascades. Winds up to 65 miles an hour in those upper elevations. We could pick up to 2 feet of snow here in just a little bit of time. 6 to 20 inches possible with a blizzard warning for the Blues. And we're going to see some snow on I-90 up towards the Spokane area, 2 to 4 inches, which could impact your travel. Let's take a look at those temperatures around the area. The weird thing is we have this little warm front move in, but it's going to start cooling down once we get past tomorrow. Overnight lows staying in the 30s with most everybody above the freezing level tonight. Lots more to talk about in my first alert full weather forecast. Back to you.
Thanks, Stacey. The Washington State Patrol is investigating a fatal collision that happened on State Route 240. That was around 5:30 this morning when a vehicle traveling westbound just west of State Route 225 switched lanes into oncoming traffic and was hit by a pickup truck. The driver of the first vehicle was killed in the crash, and State Patrol is now trying to determine what caused the problem.
We know for a fact that this westbound truck did move over into the opposing lane. We know that what we're investigating now is interviewing different witnesses to maybe come to a conclusion of why this person did that.
Now, State Route 240 was closed for about an hour this morning. That impacted traffic for the Hanford commute. And a piece fell off of an Alaska Airlines plane just minutes after takeoff from Portland on Friday, leaving a gaping hole in the cabin. Now, United says it has found evidence of the same potential problem on its own Boeing 737 MAX 9 fleet. Those planes have all been grounded by the FAA as of tonight. ABC's Rena Roy has a closer look at what we know so far.
New images of that door plug from Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 that flew off just 10 minutes into a flight from Portland, Oregon to Ontario, California Friday.
We are emergency. We are depressurized. We do need to return back.
A Portland area teacher finding the door plug in his backyard. Inspections underway on more than 170 Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes that have now been grounded around the world after this mid-air scare. The door plug is used to cover and seal optional emergency exits. A hole left behind, the plane depressurized, oxygen masks dropping down. The plane with 179 people on board making an emergency landing in Portland. No one was seriously injured and no one was sitting in the two seats directly next to the door plug.
There's this huge chunk, part of the airplane, just like missing.
The FAA now requiring airlines to complete enhanced inspections, which include both left and right cabin door exit plugs, door components, and fasteners, before allowing those grounded planes back in the air. United Airlines saying inspectors have found loose bolts on door plugs in its fleet, seemingly related to installation issues. So far, the airline canceling 200 MAX 9 flights, expecting significant cancellations Tuesday as well. Experts saying the incident could have had a much different outcome if the plane had reached cruising altitude at 30,000 feet.
It could have been a disastrous situation and people could have been sucked out of the airplane.
The National Transportation Safety Board says when the door plug came off, the cockpit door also flew open.
That was ABC's Rena Roy reporting. Now, both Alaska and United Airlines were forced to cancel dozens of flights today. Alaska is predicting that those cancellations will probably continue for a few days this week. So if you have travel plans, they say be sure to keep an eye out for updates sent to your email. Alaska is also allowing people with travel plans through tomorrow to change or cancel those flights with no extra fees. This is partially because of the planes and partially because of the weather. United is letting people scheduled to fly on 737 MAX 9 planes to reschedule through Wednesday to change flights without extra fees or to cancel their travel plans for a full refund. Now, questions remain unanswered tonight regarding the hospitalization of National Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Secretary Austin had an elective medical procedure at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center on December 22nd. New Year's Day, we're told he returned to the hospital in significant pain, and he has remained there ever since. President Biden, top Pentagon officials, and some members of the cabinet learned only Thursday of Secretary Austin's hospitalization. Congressional lawmakers also learning of the situation late.
It's pretty shocking on this because when you're the Secretary of Defense, you need to make everyone aware that you're actually going to be out of pocket.
The White House is standing with the Secretary of Defense, but a U.S. official tells ABC News that White House aides were angered by the lack of timely notification. Now, according to the Pentagon, Secretary Austin continues recovering and resumed his duties on Friday. Austin himself said he could have done a better job informing the public. The Benton County Sheriff's Office wants to hear your thoughts on allowing them to use facial recognition software during investigations. The Sheriff's Office will be holding a public hearing tonight at 7 o'clock at the Benton County Commissioner's Office in Prosser. Now, I got to talk with the Benton County Sheriff's detective about what the facial recognition program would entail and what would not be allowed under this program. You might be surprised by some of the answers. We're going to talk more about that coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6. Yakima Police Chief Matt Murray says the department has seen an overall decrease in crimes over the past couple of years. Some of the areas that look higher are actually a good thing. He says drug crime in Yakima went up 100% last year, not because people were doing more drugs, but because legislative changes made it possible for police to make narcotics arrests again. DUIs are up, but they now have 2 officers who are targeted at DUI cases. Domestic violence cases also up, but the chief says that is because the citywide domestic violence coalition has been targeting those crimes.
I do not believe there's more domestic violence in Yakima. I think there's more accountability. We have more eyes and ears and strategies to get these people and hold them accountable.
Now, we'll hear more from Chief Murray about what is working for policing in Yakima and where the department still needs to improve coming up at 6. Voters in Benson County will have some issues to decide during an election next month. The Benton County Auditor released a list of key dates ahead of that February 13th election. A logic and accuracy test takes place tomorrow at 2 p.m. at the Election Center. Those tests are to ensure ballot tabulating equipment is accurate and the test is in fact open to the public. Washington State began its 2024 legislative session today, and tomorrow Governor Jay Inslee will give his State of the State address. That happens at noon before a joint session of the State House and State Senate. The governor will give the address in the House chambers at the state capitol in Olympia. The National Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, visited the southern border today amid criticism of the handling of the migrant crisis. He went to Texas to review enforcement efforts as the number of illegal crossings has declined from a surge last month. And his visit comes just a week after top House Republicans toured the area. ABC's Tim Pulliam with the latest.
In Eagle Pass, Texas, a southern border town at the center of the migrant crisis, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas meeting with border agents and local administrators for a review of their enforcement operations. The secretary's visit coming just a week after House Speaker Mike Johnson and 64 Republicans toured the area, putting election year pressure on President Biden and Democrats for tougher border restrictions. ABC's Matt Rivers is there in Eagle Pass.
Republicans are saying that this issue is because of a dereliction of duty on the part of Mayorkas. He's coming down here to say, no, we are managing this issue as best as we can, given the tools, the limited tools and the limited resources that Congress is giving them.
The Biden administration recently putting forth a budget request that includes nearly $14 billion for the border, as well as aid for Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine. Items include money for more border agents and immigration judges. Some Republicans don't think the measures go far enough and demand more security changes.
If President Biden wants a supplemental spending bill focused on national security, it better begin by defending America's national security. It begins right here on our southern border.
Migrant encounters at the southern border have dropped in recent weeks after Mexico ramped up enforcement, according to U.S. authorities, allowing some ports of entry to reopen.
That was ABC's Tim Pulliam reporting. Now, the House Homeland Security Committee is expected to hold its first hearing Wednesday in their effort to impeach Secretary Mayorkas for his handling of the border. A spokesperson for Mayorkas has called the efforts a baseless political exercise. Locally tonight, we're keeping a close eye on local weather conditions. We've rain falling in the Tri-Cities, snow hitting the mountains today. We'll talk about what else is in store this week in your First Alert forecast. But first, experts say Washington State has high respiratory illness activity. The details next on Apple Valley News Now.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. In football, your team can have a bad season. In real life, when you are having a bad season, you can call Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. And with tens of millions of dollars collected on behalf of clients, we will find the best solution for your situation. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit us online at quantumlegal.com.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, 'cause she's an herbivore.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen and action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Upgrade your kitchen with Frigidaire Professional, offering powerful performance and professional-grade design. The front control gas range provides the ultimate flexibility for making your favorite meals. Sear and saute with precision, and flip pancakes on the griddle for golden results. And thanks to our smudge-proof stainless steel, spend less time cleaning while keeping your kitchen looking spotless.
You won't find Frigidaire Pro at the box stores, but it's on sale at Fred's. Fred's Appliance. We want to be your choice.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. More documents released today from a civil lawsuit brought by an alleged victim of Jeffrey Epstein. This follows the release of hundreds of pages of documents unsealed last week. A woman who claims Epstein abused her as a minor filed the 2015 civil defamation lawsuit, which again just was unsealed. Now that lawsuit further claims that Epstein's former girlfriend aided in the abuse. The unsealing stems from a December court order from the judge overseeing the lawsuit in response to media efforts seeking release of the documents. Epstein, a convicted pedophile, died in jail before he could face trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Well, New Year, same virus season. The CDC says Washington ranks among the states with a high rate of respiratory illnesses. An interview from the University of Washington School of Medicine, Dr. Helen Chu says cases of the flu and COVID are both increasing and will probably peak in the next several weeks.
I do think that the numbers will continue to climb very, very quickly over the course of the next several weeks as people go back to work, as they start spreading these viruses to their friends and family and coworkers, that this is really a good time to go ahead and get your vaccine if you haven't yet.
Dr. Chu says the new variant is highly transmissible and only a small percentage of Washingtonians are up to date on their shots.
We have some data from last year when we saw all three viruses circulating, and it's looking like having two infections at the same time is worse. In both children and adults, having COVID and flu simultaneously increases the amount of time you are on the ventilator and increases your risk of death in the hospital.
Well, there are ways to treat these infections, especially if you start right after you start feeling sick. Dr. Chu says the best way to protect yourself and other people from getting sick is to get vaccinated.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
We've got active weather in the area with blizzard warnings around the region, and that's going to last till about 10 o'clock Wednesday. Do prepare for more winter weather advisories all week long. We could see up to 2 feet of snow overnight in the Cascades with blowing winds up to 65 miles an hour. We also have a blizzard warning for the Blues as well, 6 to 20 inches of snow, winds up to 60 miles an hour. Winter weather advisories north of the Tri-Cities up towards Moses Lake and into Spokane. Another 2 to 4 inches of snow possible there, which could cause travel impacts. This is what it looks like when we're sitting out just looking down, everything coming down from the Gulf of Alaska right into our region. That's where we're going to see that active weather front for the next couple of days. Our storm track tomorrow is right over the top of us. Again, we're going to see active snow across the Cascades, kind of missing out the Columbia Basin and kind of going around us. However, we could see a few flakes here and there. So overall, we should remain pretty dry in the Columbia Basin, but we are going to be experiencing those strong gusty winds. We have another storm sitting out on the coast. That one will start to move across as well. Add to all of that cool, cold temperatures. Here's what it looks like on our futurecast tonight. We see those showers along the foothills of the Blues. Another band of these about midnight or so. This is when we're seeing rain and rain mixed with snow across the Cascades. That continues to move to the east. Here's our heavy snow in the Blues. We'll continue to see lots of snow across the area tomorrow morning in the Cascades and staying in the southern Blue Mountains. Again, kind of skipping around the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities, but hit or miss there in Yakima with some rain snow mix and definitely some snow along the foothills of the east slopes of the Cascades. More snow staying to the south. Another big band coming our way overnight Wednesday. So very active weather pattern for the next couple of days. Travel could be difficult to impossible with blowing snow across the area. Here's the winds. We have that wind advisory. We're going to see strong gusty winds, probably 50-mile-an-hour gusts or more here in the Columbia Basin. Here's when we're going to really see that wind pick up overnight tonight. And again, the winds will continue to blow throughout the evening and into Wednesday. Temperature trend. This is that little warm up, and then check it out. We drop all the way down a full 20 degrees below where we are today. Close to 30 degrees if you think about 49. So 46 tomorrow. We stay in the 30s right around average, and then we drop way down a good 20 degrees or more for Yakima as well. Let's take a look at the temperatures tonight. We've got scattered showers, those gusty winds kicking in about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Probably will wake you up. It always wakes me up. There we've got our warmer conditions in Walla Walla, but these temperatures are going to continue to drop as the week goes along. Tomorrow will be the warm day. Look at this, 50 degrees. Then we're going to be down to the teens in just a couple of days, and I'll give you an idea of what to look out for tomorrow. Again, strong gusty winds. We'll see those showers through Yakima. Hit or miss Tri-Cities. It might even see a couple of sun breaks there, and those showers move a little bit more to the east into Walla Walla. But look at those warm temperatures. That'll be the last warm day going forward for at least the next 6 to 10 days. We're going to drop well below our average into the teens, with temperatures at night dropping into the single digits. I'll get to that with your full 7-day planning forecast coming up. Back to you.
Thanks, Stacey. Well, up next, it's another tech giant making an entry into the world of virtual reality. We're talking about when the newest headset goes on sale, next on Apple Valley News Now.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
This week, the states hardest hit by the storm and the cleanup. Plus, countdown to the official start of the race for the White House. How both parties are stepping up their campaigns. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Boxing great Roy Jones Jr. returns to Legends Casino Hotel on Thursday, January 25th, promoting an action-packed card featuring Yakima's own Andrew Murphy, looking to remain unbeaten. Tickets start at $40 and are available at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends gift shop. Murphy has won all 7 of his professional bouts, including his last 3 at Toppamish. Also appearing is stunning female fighter and WBF World Welterweight titleist Ikram Kurwa. Don't miss Andrew Murphy's return home. Live boxing at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
The back end was in the back seat. There was nothing left of the rear.
Danny was in pain, and the insurance company was giving him the runaround.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company that I didn't have. I felt very comforted. I felt like I was going to be taken care of, that I didn't have to worry about it.
The insurance company couldn't run around me, and Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
As a mom, a food blogger, a wife, and a business owner, time is everything. So whenever something comes along and frees up some of my time, it's a game changer. Electrolux has made my life that much better. With a little more time for this, and this, and this, and this. And the Fred's family made it so easy, from selecting the perfect model to their swift installation. Fred's is a game changer.
Come aboard Water to Wine Cruises. Our unique weekend brunch cruise offers delicious dishes by our chefs as you take in beautiful views of the river. Start the morning off right and visit watertowinecruises.com to book your brunch today.
New data shows that Americans are feeling more positive about the future of inflation. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York's December survey of Consumer Expectations report, Americans are feeling better about the economy than they have since the height of the pandemic. The survey looked at what people expect inflation to do over the next year, 3 years, and 5 years. All 3 of those showed declines. Now, according to the survey, expectations about credit access and general financial health also trended upwards. Later this week, the Bureau of Labor Statistics will release December's consumer price and the producer price indexes. Well, you might be feeling good about the economy, but are you feeling $3,500 for a headset good? Apple says its Vision Pro mixed reality headset that you're seeing here goes on sale next month in the United States. That begins February 2nd. Pre-orders, though, start January 19th. The headset allows you to overlay virtual images on live video of the real world, and the device displays the eyes of its users on the outside, unlike other headsets. The headset is the company's most ambitious new hardware offering in years, but again, prices there start at $3,500 a piece. Now here's a preview of what's ahead in about 5 minutes on World News Tonight with David Muir.
This week, the states hardest hit by the storm and the cleanup. Plus, countdown to the official start of the race for the White House. How both parties are stepping up their campaigns. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Injured by a big truck? My winning experience in trucking cases makes me a good choice to help you. I've been there and done that many times. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales, the Heavy Hitter.
The Heavy Hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
A visit to a Montana resort that has it all.
Different scenery and the wildlife, just the atmosphere, the foliage, it's all great.
The hot springs is the real draw.
It's Quinn's Hot Springs Resort. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you, your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region, only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Family memories are made at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
We're Washington Broadband, Yakima's original internet company. With over 250 square miles of fixed wireless, 60 miles of cable, 20 miles of fiber to the home, we are serious internet. Throughout the year, our crews are building fiber and cable to homes and businesses in the upper Yakima Valley. We've never raised our prices in 28 years. With 7-day-a-week support, we're also a phone company. Go to WABroadband.com to find us. We're Yakima's hometown source to the world.
Female frogs fake their own deaths to avoid unwanted male attraction.
They learned that from us. That's right. Daniel Kaluuya, plus anxiety-fighting foods.
Tomorrow at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Injured by a big truck? My winning experience in trucking cases makes me a good choice to help you. I've been there and done that many times. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales, the Heavy Hitter.
The Heavy Hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Welcome back. We're taking a final check on your Skywatch radar. This is what we were kind of seeing over the past hour. This storm move on across the region from the west. Now it seems to be making its way out of the area. You can see all of the rain that was hitting the Tri-Cities earlier this afternoon, now moving out towards Walla Walla and Dayton. And it does look like they're getting rain there, not so much snow. That's the blue that you're seeing over the blues is snow. And more is on the way. Stacey Lee has a look at what to expect for the rest of this week.
And one final look at our weather, 7-day planning forecast. Of course, the wet day today, a little bit of a break tomorrow, not so much in Yakima or at Walla Walla. Tri-Cities area could see hit or miss rain showers. More rain, those temperatures staying up there, dropping 9 degrees, dropping and staying about the same on Thursday. But check out that weekend as we'll see those temperatures drop into the teens with overnight lows in the single digits. That's going to be a cold one coming up. Here's what it looks like for Walla Walla and Hermiston. Once again, those warmer warmer temperatures for tomorrow, and then we start gradually dropping down until we get to those teens with single-digit overnight lows, and we could potentially be seeing some lower elevation snow developing late Friday into Saturday. So be safe, check those past reports, and plan accordingly, as this active weather is going to stay with us all throughout the week. That's all I have. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6, and you can find the latest anytime on our website, applvalleynewsnow.com.